Okay, so now we're going to talk about changing improper fractions into mixed numbers or maybe whole numbers. Okay, so the directions just say that. Rename the following fractions as whole numbers or mixed numbers. So we're starting off with a mixed number, and if you remember, a mixed number is a number that has a larger number in its numerator than it does in its denominator. So again, the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So if you look at this, a fraction is really just division. So this is kind of just like 72 divided by 9. So all you have to do is divide 72 by 9. You can set it up in more the traditional way by putting the top number in the box and then dividing by the number on the bottom. So 9 goes into 72 8 times. So 9 times 8 is 72, and then we have no remainder. So in this case, we didn't get a mixed number, we just got a whole number. So 72 over 9, or 72 divided by 9, is equal to 8. Let's try the next one. Here we have 46 divided by 8. So again, this is just like 46 divided by 8. So what we're going to do is put 46 in the division box and divide by 8. So a helpful hint for this is to write out the factors or the multiplication facts that will get you really close to 46. So we can start by doing something like 8 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40. So I am not quite there yet, so I can keep going. 8 times 6 is 48. So we went past. Remember, so when you're dividing, you always want to get as close as possible without going over. So 48 is bigger than 46, so we went over, which means that we have to use 8 times 5, which equals 40. So I'm going to write 8 times 5 is 40. Then I'm going to subtract. So 6 minus 0 is 6, 4 minus 4 is 0. So I have a remainder of 6. Now, they don't want you to write 5 remainder 6. They want you to write this as a mixed number. So in order to do that, you first take your whole number, which is what's above the division box, and so you can write that first. So our whole number is 5, and then our remainder becomes the numerator of our fraction, and what we divided by becomes the denominator. So if you need to see that again, you can rewind the video, or we'll see it again in the next problem. So again, the remainder becomes our numerator, and our number we divided by becomes our denominator. Okay, let's go over our last one. So we see here that we have 19 over 3, or we can read this as 19 divided by 3. So the top number always goes in the box, and we divide by the bottom number. So we have to ask ourselves, 3 times what is going to give me 19? So we can start writing out our facts on the side. So I might start with 3 times 5. That's 15. So I know I still need to keep going. 3 times 6 equals 18. Still under, so I can try it again. 3 times 7 equals 21. Whoops, I went over. So I know that I need to use 3 times 6 is 18. So that got me as close as possible to 19 without going over. So I'm going to write 3 times 6 is 18. I'm going to subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So now I I can't divide anymore. So I'm going to take my whole number, which again is always above the division box. So I'm going to write down my whole number, and then I have a remainder. So after I write my fraction bar, I know that my remainder goes on the top, and the number I divided by goes on the bottom, or in the denominator. So I get 6 1/3.